YouTube, and Instagram.
I thought it was something else.
Yeah, all right. Watch out.
Are you comfortable talking about it yet?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Yay. All right, so one day I go on the Instagram, and out of nowhere, this dude shoots up to 2,000 followers on We Are Divine Encounter. A couple months go by, and all the posts gets removed. I'm looking around. I'm trying to figure out what is going on. He hits me. He's like, yeah, there was a business scuffle, and we're parting ways from We Are Divine Encounter. Begin.
Yeah, that was the very nice way of saying that. I was robbed from my account, and it's okay. People do what they do.
Double
is what it is.
entendre.
But I just want you to know, like, you have to now wake up every single day and deal with that conviction on your heart, knowing that you did it the wrong way, and that's fine. God will use both of those accounts, so go follow it if you want to. You don't have to, but you should. The word's still going to be on there, and yeah, it's just I'm no longer with him doing that, and God bless. Yeah,
that was some good PR. How did you feel? One day you tried to log in and you just couldn't log in.
I felt like Kendrick when he said, if God's watching, I'm not gonna say the rest. You could figure that out. But that's how I was feeling. Very much like, what do you want to do about it?
Oh, for sure.
It wasn't gonna go anywhere, and it wasn't gonna help anything. So
you ain't wanna what's it called? Backdoor your homie?
I was already backdoored. That's just
He beat you to the punch.
Yeah, you beat me to it, so you got it. But
I feel it.
That's between you and God, for sure.
You know what? I'm gonna say one thing and I'm gonna let it be.
Yeah.
I saw your face all over the account, and then I go back on there and I don't see your face no more. I'm a little confused. Ideally, I'll take back and follow, but I'm interested to see what the next chapter is gonna hold for that account.
I am, because our God is a God of vengeance. Not that I'm looking for him to be vengeful against that, but it's like time will tell and God will see, and he'll show us exactly why it happened the way it happened. That's not me saying I wish the worst for him. I don't. I wish him nothing but the best. I'm happy for him.
Amen.
But truthfully, if you do it the wrong way and you do it against God's will, then he'll show you why you should have listened. So, he showed me. So,
fair enough. Honestly, I find it so interesting because sometimes you gotta treat your friends like they're your kids. You gotta sometimes parent them in a sense. So, I was on social media the other day and I was scrolling through and I found a diabolical post. So this mom was cleaning out her son's room and she finds 200 bands.
Yeah.
$200,000. And she's like hysterically freaking out, trying to figure out what is going on. He's talking to her son, and his son's like, that's my job. I'm getting the work in. School isn't for me. And she nearly drops to her knees. And you know what? That would have been me too. I don't know how I would respond in a situation like that because one, I don't know what I would do with 200 bands. 200 bands at that age is a lot of bands. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a lot of money.
How do you think you'd react?
Yeah, I feel like there's only one reaction, and it's like panic.
Yeah,
1,000% panic, because it's like $200,000 for a 50-year-old man just to have in his house in a shoebox is a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to sit here and just like,
try to figure out what I'm gonna do with this.
You have a
15-year-old
ski on, a Nike Tech, all black, and I'm gonna just assume that you're accounting at 16? No. You robbed somebody, you drug deal, or you did something illegal to obtain this money. And now the feds are at my house. First thought. I had to fight you.
That's fair. Honestly, I was thinking about a couple things. I was thinking about a couple things in that scenario. One, what would you do with that bread? Two, are we now all in danger? Because it's
Literally.
like, I can't even take this money away from you and like try and hide it from you or do whatever it is. Whoever has this $200,000 is not going to let this slide. I'm not going.
No, not at all.
Because I know how I get over $20. So I could not imagine 200,000 of them. And honestly, one of the things I also started to notice, he's like actually upset that his mom is mad at him. But it might be like that. Have you ever wanted to work in silence and then one day you just pop up like the man? I feel like that might have been his plan the whole time as well. So
yeah. But you're not 18. Like that's an adult thing to do.
Yeah, you can't.
That's like Bruce Wayne, Batman type vibe, you know. But no, 16 years old, you're in my house, and now I have the feds and the neighborhood drug dealer at my crib,
Yeah.
both with guns pointed at me talking about freeze. No. There's just no way.
How do you think you're gonna parent?
That's a
Iron
great
fist.
question. No.
Fluttery, very caring, giving parent. What's the
Like,
vibe?
it won't be gentle parenting because that doesn't work. I feel like, but it'll very much be like the belt or the hand or anything is like the very last resort. I feel like I could talk to my kids enough and have great conversation enough for them to understand why what they did is wrong. But if you continue to do it, it's like, no, you might have to extracurriculars might have to happen. But like even like working with students, like, obviously you can't touch them at all. You can't even really yell at them. So it's like I found ways to navigate talking to children and disciplining them in a way that they feel loved, but also they know I really just messed up. Like the older brother tactic of like, you really disappointed me. And like, oh my gosh, tears. Because like, I don't think, But at that age, I have boxing gloves. You have boxing gloves. We're going to talk about this. And that's going to be in that situation. And if you feel like you're a man enough to keep going and doing that way you're living, I can't stop you.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't stop you. I feel like that's how I'd handle that. If my 16-year-old son walked in with $200,000 that I found, yeah, we could fade. And then you could take your money, not take the money. I'm going to turn the money into the law.
Oh, the law will have to hear about this?
You're going to move out and have to figure that out on your own. Because no, I'm not. Yeah, especially if I have other kids too that are living with me. You're going to put your siblings' life in danger for. Yeah, no, it's okay.
Oh, I feel that.
How would you handle it?
That specific scenario,
Yeah.
I would turn to my wife, and then I'll have to figure out, are we just gonna go straight to the hands or not? That's definitely what it is.
Yeah.
That's because if we might need to escalate it to like the. So as a Nigerian, we do this thing where if one child does something crazy, you'll hear it in the WhatsApp group chat, and then you'll end up having 12 different aunties and uncles flying in to go and figure out, are you right in the head? That'll be the main. That's the main vibe. And honestly, I feel like I would want to steal the money and hold it and just like watch them, see how they react to that money being taken away, and then see what's the move from that as well. Because like I wouldn't letting someone play to their own hands, or not play with their hands. What's the word, with idle hands? Bad things happen.
Yeah.
I want to see how bad it would go, especially in a scenario like that, because of I don't know what other schemes you are trying to like cook up, because you don't just randomly pull up with $200,000.
You've been doing that for a while.
That's exactly it. Like I was watching this one documentary about selling drugs and doing those type of things, and the amount of money you get from selling drugs is not that much.
No,
like if you're absolutely lucky, you could take home like 3 bands in a month, and that's like you're doing something crazy with that much money.
Yeah,
that's not that much money a year. That's not.
It's not at all.
Yeah, because what, 3,000? That's like what, 36,000 untaxed.
Yeah,
you could actually flip burgers at that
make
level.
More than that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I would try and figure out if it's an education thing, if it's a trying to figure out what they actually want to do in this life. Because in the video, he's talking about like, this school stuff is just not for me. It's boring. I just can't deal with it. Trying to push you down a better path might be the best scenario for something like that.
Oh my gosh.
What?
It just clicked.
What?
You're making $3,000 a month and you're not touching 200 bands. He's a demon. Oh my God. No, he's a demon.
We might got
$200,000 in a year.
But here's the thing: we might have a Franklin Saint situation where they fronted him this much to see if he'll be able to like make it, sell it, and distribute it. Right? So we got a chance at looking at an empire by accident. And my thing is, if I can give me a little Franklin Saint, if I can just remove the drugs, I think I would love that child. I think I'll love that child.
Wow.
You can work on Wall Street with that mentality. You watch the show. That show's beautiful.
Wow, 16. Yeah, it's bigger than that. I'm turning you in. There's no fight. You're going to jail. You're going to jail and you confess whatever you did. Because that's insane.
That's a federal crime. That's what we're doing. Bro's moving the fact that we're looking at in the streets right now.
I came up on a band at 15. And my parents took it until I graduated high school.
How did you get the band?
It was my birthday money. A band got taken because I couldn't control it. I couldn't handle it.
For sure.
$200,000. I am no longer alive. My parents would have killed me. I would have been dead. Are you crazy? Oh wow.
Honestly, the number 200,000. I think 200,000 is just such a. Have you ever? Okay, question. So now that I started my big boy job, I was talking with some people about would they let me pull out all the money in my savings and be able to just hold it. I'm pretty sure they would, but I feel like that would be a crazy look though. If you just asked for like $20,000, $40,000, $50,000 to just like
at
hold
one time,
it, look at it. So yeah, no.
I think the most amount of money I've seen that was my own was like 7 bands.
Yeah, that's.
But it went straight to college. So it's like I had that. I have a video of it.
Did
too.
you had a graduation party?
I had that money. I recorded on Snitch. I said, "This is the last time I ever do a money spread," and I took it to the bank. It's like, why do I have to get robbed and die? No. That's why I'm saying, like, having it in your mother's house at 16. You have nowhere else to go at 16. They know exactly where to find you. Yeah, now everyone's dead.
Where to find me. That's what's the real
nah. Yeah, no.
Oh my god, I wonder if a whooping would even do much with a child like that.
Nah, but that right there is the problem.
And now we're growing into the problem.
There's no dad. There's no dad there. That's why. Because there's just no way. Like, a present dad in the household knows exactly what his son is doing at all times. He just has to. Because I'm you. You're me.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're doing at this age. Like, my dad would be able to clock when me and my brother were thinking about sneaking out. Never did it. We just thought about it. He already knew.
He knocked on your door. He's like, I know you guys are thinking about doing something
literally,
tonight, but just
I went to crack my window open, crack it open for air. I'm trying to sneak out. He's out there. Oh, does it smell good out here? At my window. I said, yeah, bro, you got it. Like, you're great. It's like, I know exactly what my son is doing.
How did he know you were sneaking out?
Bro, hey, because he probably did it. That's exactly
the exact same day.
He did it, same time. He knew how to do it when he was younger and he would do it. So, yeah. I thought I was smooth slick, too. Yeah.
Honestly, that's actually super interesting because of, like, when I look back at my childhood, I'm realizing I could write a whole playbook on how to get whatever you want, like, just to enjoy yourself, to truly enjoy yourself. Because of, like, I remember I would know exactly what my parents would sound like when they move around the house. Know how they, like, open doors, for example. Knew the times they would come in and out to go to work, things of that nature. And I think that's just, like, the life as just living with parents, because you just get to a point of just, like, knowing everything. You just know how everyone moves. So if you were to go out, if you were to try and sneak out, I feel like the best case scenario is hope. Do most parents work night?
No.
It's usually folks that are in a situation that they need to work night. Okay. Yeah. Because, like, my parents would work night and it would literally just be like, all right, I know they're going to be gone at like 10 p.m. I have till 3 in the morning to figure out when to be back and sleep.
Crazy story. When we first moved into our house, my mom worked overnights and my dad worked during the day. And there was like this hour gap that my cousin knew that he could bring somebody over and chill. See, now this is the problem. This is why I never did anything bad, because I watched him do that and I was just sitting in my room. All I heard was, my mom forgot her wallet. My dad was just pulling in. Yep, he got off early. I watched him. He's 6'6". I watched them punch him off a bike. And I said,
how old?
He was like 15, 16. And I said, you want me to do that too?
I already saw what
I'm looking at him as like, that's big cuz 6'6", bro. And I watched him right off a bike. Yeah, it's okay. You think I'm going to sneak out? For a girl? Yeah, nah, I'll FaceTime you, bro. It's okay. And I had an Android back then, so it was, Google Duo.
Which was always funny to me because, like, especially growing up, people would be like, oh, why don't you go out more? Why don't you sneak out? Why don't you do this? And I'm like, my parents will whoop me. My parents will put hands on me. They know I know not to do those crazy things like that for that exact same reason.
I let my homies do it. Like, we play night games.
What's night
like
games?
Hide and go seek tag at night because we live in the cul-de-sac.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So hide and go seek tag, like hide and seek period. And then at some point it's ding dong ditching. Okay, I'm going inside. I'll see you tomorrow. Jail. And they tell me all these crazy stories of, Yeah, the cops chased us. We got away.
See.
Mind you, my dad is a cop in the city not in the city we live. He's a cop in Minneapolis. We live in this city. They know him by name. I get pulled over. My brother gets pulled over. They call him.
Come get your black ass.
And this is me at 10
also.
years old, 11 years old. You think I'm going to get caught with the cops? Yeah. No.
With cops, I don't know.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
that would be my thing.
It's a bad take.
That would be my thing.
And they're like, it's fun, bro. It's funny. Yep. You can explain that to your parents. I'm good. You know, I'm straight.
So you feel like they saved you from being baby kids, just being the worst?
Because we were baby kids in the context of like when we would hang out with other people's kids, like our cousins, we were bad kids. We would terrorize them because we never had a chance to like let that out.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
To be bad kids around other kids and families? No, absolutely not. We were perfect kids. We were perfect. Everybody loved us. Oh my goodness. But around our family, yeah, we terrorize everything.
My thing, I'm not gonna let my last name be put in jeopardy because you want to act a fool. No. I get it.
Around families and people in the neighborhood or community centers, we were great kids. Yeah.
So yeah, no, I've always been a great kid too. Because my thing was I've seen like. I think I've told a story like a while ago. I remember when I was in high school. I didn't make the basketball team, so you know what happens when you don't make the basketball team? You hang out with the other kids that don't make the basketball team. They tend to be bad guys. They tend to be bad guys, right? It was one day, one of them gets robbed, right? One of them gets robbed.
What year was this? Freshman year?
Yeah, freshman year, bro. One dude gets robbed, and then they go and find the other friends. They try to like ride around and like find them, right? You can tell why they go try to invite me to go ride around and find them too. They told me we were gonna go hoop. It turns out we're trying to find this dude. I said, "Wow, please let me out. Just go ahead." It got to the point where I was like, "I want y'all all to know. I'm telling immediately. I will just tell. I promise you, I'll tell. I promise you, I will tell." Because I'm like, my thing is, I'm not from here.
No.
They will deport me. They will tell me to go home, especially now. So
that's crazy work.
Nigga, what? And then this thing, I was hanging out with bros for like 5 to 6 months before I said, you know what? This is not fun anymore. I am not having fun. We barely hoop anymore. Yeah.
So we finna go shoot, and they pull out guns.
We finna go what?
I thought we had practice. What do you mean?
My thing is, especially at that age, I don't even know you could like just get weapons like that. That will forever just scar me. Because my thing is, one, who bought them? If nobody bought them, did they ship them in for you? Like, or is this like a cartel problem now? Like, who's?
Yeah, bro.
Like the same way in the 80s when they shipped crack into black neighborhoods, just randomly just leave them outside for people to go pick them up.
Dealing with that at that age is crazy. And then you have to explain to your parents why you don't hang out with them anymore. And then they think you did that too.
I'm part of the...
Yeah, no. Now you don't trust me because you heard why I don't hang out with these people. I was doing the thing you wanted me to do.
Yeah. I see bad, I go away. That's my thing. You know what? I feel like that's what really brings kids into a lot of like crime and bad things in general. Because like the folks that they're hanging out with, it was supposed to be just camaraderie. It was just supposed to be just friendship. And now y'all doing shit y'all had no business doing in the first place.
Yeah, robbing because I have to. There's never a time. There's never a time you have to put someone's life in danger. Like, there just isn't.
Bro, fuck on that. I knew your parents. They were both nurses. Nurses make $80,000 to $127,000 a year. Don't piss me off.
Those are the worst kids. Because it's like, really think about that. My mom's a nurse. My dad is 12. I'm going to be a bad kid? Huh? So I get shot. I got to go into her
You
hospital.
see your mama? Yeah. Nah.
Or I go shoot somebody. I got to go to his... Come on.
So yeah, no, it's wild. It's definitely.
And they would always question that. Why don't you come with us? I will die. Life is bigger than this. Like, bro, we have a cop dog in our basement. Like, what are you talking about? Bro, come. You don't gotta smoke. Just come hang out. So my dog will bite me in my face?
Cause I smell like it.
Yeah, I'm okay.
You
bro.
mean the same canines they were training in the 80s to
bro
bite them now?
That same cousin I told you about earlier, that got slumped off the bike, he did the same thing. I'm talking about he was a perfect role model of what not to do at those times. Bro, He's babysitting us. We're playing the hide and go seek tag. We see a Range Rover pull up in our cul-de-sac. They get out. I don't know what it is. I just see a bunch of smoke everywhere. I don't know what that is. I know what it is now. I watch him walk inside. Our dog. All on his arm. He's yelling, screaming. I said, yeah. Whatever that is, I don't want to do that.
I don't need it. I really just do not need it in my life.
Come home smelling like this so I can get bit by my own dog that I trained.
Is it your dog one of those that you can do like sick him and he knows what to... Okay, now that's freaky.
And it's like, this is when he was a young one too. So like he had all the energy and time in the world. And like he was waiting for something to happen. Yeah. I'm okay. I'm good. Yeah.
Oh my God, no, I feel it, bro. Oh, I do not blame you at all. That's honestly my one thing in this life. I'll have to make sure my kids, even the little bad shit I did, just remove all of them. Just remove all of them. Because my thing was, kind of like speaking about what I was saying earlier, sports is so integral to keep people out of just doing dumb shit in general. So the fact that there's schools that are like pulling back on funding of like sports and arts and things like that and dance, things like that, is so ridiculous to me. It's so ridiculous.
But these kids don't want to hoop or play football or basketball or run track. They want to kill. I don't get it. Like,
wait, are you seeing that in your own?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
I'm seeing it in my cousins. Like my cousins that are freshmen in high school. They don't want to hoop. They don't want to play basketball. They don't want to play football. They want to watch TikToks, listen to drill music, and rob people. Like that, they think that's the only way out. And it's crazy because my cousins are nice. Like,
oh, they could actually hoop?
They're hoopers.
That'd piss me off.
And I pick them up or I see them, they're in ski masks. Why do you have a ski mask?
You have never skied in your life. What do you have a ski mask for?
Who's your op? The game you play tomorrow? Like, oh, you know. These kids want to be violent. Like, because it's just, they see their older brothers doing it, their older siblings doing it, and they're thinking like, oh, new car. That's how I get that in my life. When it's like, no, your teacher actually has the same car and he makes more money than the person that has the car that you think. Yeah,
for sure. Honestly, but before we get to generalizations, I feel like when we see a small population, it makes it feel like it's bigger than it is. Like, that's one of the reasons I don't like TikTok, for example, right now. The co-opting of words have been really upsetting me recently, especially how they went and took YN from being young to just being like a young drill dude doing all that stuff, right? It's just young black people in general, which is like, all right, you're wild. Yeah. So, yeah, I know that's... Do you know what doublespeak is?
No.
So basically, it's the idea, especially with a lot of politicians, they will say one thing, but it means something else. It's kind of like a dog whistle.
Okay.
Where they're able to say some of the most heinous, horrendous things, and they can hide behind the fact that word doesn't quote unquote mean what I said it means.
Okay.
So I've been thinking about this recently because I feel like with the co-opting of words, we're seeing such a switch in the way that people are even digesting the content that they're seeing online now, and people are getting so frustrated because they feel like they're just being lied to. Like, for example, you get online and people are talking about, oh, this person is woke, or this person is a DEI. They're a DEI hire. There's a post that I saw where it was
just a DEI hire is crazy.
Oh, I fucking hate that sentence so much. But
because then when I finally do research things, I then go and find out that mostly DEI hires are white women. Yeah. Keep going, though.
I mean, it's diverse. Yeah, diversity. Yeah, it's women.
Yeah.
I mean, you ain't women in the... Yeah.
But you mean DEI hire when it's me or you.
Yeah.
Then it's crazy. But Jessica and Jasmine, cool. All right. Hey, all right. Because she knows a little hip-hop. All right, bro.
And it's getting to the point where the justification of some of these words is ruining the meaning behind these words. Yeah. And now there's people that are like actively getting upset because they feel like they're being lied to just all the time. And they're able to say all these like nearly overtly racist, subliminally racist words to these people, sexist words, all these hatefulness, and not being microaggressions without being held responsible for the words that they're saying.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that's been going on though.
I mean, how so?
Like, when have people ever been accountable for the words they say? Whenever people, let me rephrase that. Whenever the people in power, you know what I'm saying, have ever been held accountable for the things that they say. Never. That's why they do it.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Because then you get a particular artist that has done the same things, but then he's crazy for saying it. Because they view him as a crazy man saying these things.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm not going to say his name because it's okay, but you know what I'm talking about. And it's
sure,
like, but you have politicians and people that say the same exact things about minorities and people of color. But then he attacks your point of view, and now he's crazy, he's on drugs, he needs to be in a cage. And I'm not going to credit the things he says that are good. They're not good. They're very crazy. They are. But it's like people also have said these crazy things about other people that are oppressed. And it's like, you can't pick and choose when it's okay.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Real quick on that. Honestly, I don't.
It's a tough topic because he is. I don't want to act like I'm supporting him in any way.
And you know what? It hurts because anything you say sounds like you are supporting.
But that's weird because then you have.
But I think that's like the whole point.
Yeah.
That's how they're able to like frame it the way that they are.
Because you know who Charlie Kirk is, right?
Yeah.
Then you have his supporters that do the same exact thing and lift him up and build him up and talk about him. But it's like he says some really outlandish, outrageous things to college kids.
Oh, you're talking. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
so it's like
okay.
in the same way, like I get why this person is doing what he's doing. I'm not supporting it, but I have to have a trigger warning before I say it because then it might offend you.
Yeah.
But you can go have this person in power say the same exact things about a different group, and it's bad.
That's more so like a problem with like watching a lot of the news, and the contents just in general. Because of like, have you watched any of like the Jubilees, Nectar,
all of them,
things
all
like
of
that?
them. Yeah,
where out of nowhere they started like swinging more right, or not even so much right, but swinging towards platforming people that their opinion in of itself doesn't make sense to platform.
Yeah.
But hiding behind the idea of, well, they have an idea, so every idea should have the same spatial level and force as other ones.
Yeah.
They should be able to bring to the forefront like every other idea, which in reality that doesn't really make much sense, especially when the idea can't be held up to scrutiny without it being literally like, oh yeah, no, you're just being a bad person. Like that's what you're doing right now.
Jubilee channel needs to be deleted from Earth.
And you know what? It started out very fun. It started
because it was just like arguing about funny things, but now it's like, no.
But I think that's just what happens every 4 years. They start once politics starts coming around,
start
like
tripping.
it does every 4 years. Conversations be had that don't be needed.
Because I'm thinking I'm watching the show or the channel that created the button thing where they go on speed dates. Why am I hearing about all this extra stuff?
Do you like dating discourse and content?
Sometimes. Depends who it involves.
Do you feel like I hate how fun it is. I think that's my point of dating discourse that I don't like. Because of like a lot of the conversations are pretty funny, but some of the people that are able to talk on it just gets to a point where it's like, you just took all the fun out of it. Like, let me ask you a question. Let's say you walk into a bar, there's 1,000 women. How many women do you think turns and looks at you that'll find you attractive?
Am I wearing this? Be honest. Be honest. Am I married?
No. Let's say
or is this me 3 years ago? 4 years ago?
4 years ago.
Out of 1,000?
Yeah, out of 1,000.
And there's 1,000 women. It's just me. At least 600 people.
600? Oh, wow.
At least. I feel like that's the minimum.
That's very like a calm.
Yeah.
Okay. How come?
I feel like out of the whole world, if I'm not married, I feel like out of the whole world, I could pull at least 60% of women on the earth. That's always been like my range.
That's
like
how much just shooting, just in general.
I feel like it's like a 6 out of 10. Like on a bad day, I could hit 6 out of 10. Yeah,
that's fair. I'm not too mad.
So I think out of 1,000 women, am I walked in like this? It's like a calm like jumpsuit or like
regular day. Let's say regular day.
So I went out with the purpose of shooting my shot. Yeah, at very minimum 60%, max 85%.
Okay. let's put the same parameters. I think my main thing, I will have to make sure they don't all look at once. Because one thing that I've learned in this short life, if other women will not slime other women if they don't feel like they'll get anything out of it. Oh, what was you?
Hey,
They be having. Is this a fun thing? It's just a.
did I send you that TikTok?
About what?
Or did you send it to me?
Of what?
Where the girl was at the bar and she said, "Would you go out with me?" And he said, "I'm not drunk enough yet."
Oh yeah, I sent you that. Yeah.
I've watched that happen. And the girl said, "Oh, it's okay." Hug the girl, and then go get that next Snapchat for herself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're already 30 minutes in. You know what? And do what's funny? I've known you pre-save, post-save, during. Yes.
Okay.
I've known you pre-save, post-save, middle save, all saves, and you. Being outside with you is probably one of the funniest things ever because I've seen you crash out. I've seen you play wingman. I've seen you play the number one superstar, shooting threes randomly. But yeah, we have ran twos together, and I feel like I will never forget that. And I feel like that's part of the reason why I wasn't allowed to speak at your wedding. And I'm a little bit mad about that.
Yes.
I had a couple Shaq and Kobe jokes that I wanted to throw out there. So
no,
yeah,
because there was 3 people that couldn't speak. You were 2 of the 3 because I just knew it was gonna be bad.
I was gonna talk about 2 bands. I was gonna talk about Shaq and Kobe. I was talking about the one that was before you, the one that you're going to marry before.
Yeah. No. Yeah, bro. That was like 4 years ago. We went on a 2-man. He calls me. This is a problem. Whenever he called me for a 2-man, it wasn't serious. We went over there. I got these big old Crocs on, just chilling. I'm wearing the same fit probably that I was wearing. We go over there, and it's these 2 girls I never met before. He said they're chill. They're both going. It's gonna be a great time. Whole time, the friend that he knew had a friend that she had been friends with for a while. They come back over, and they're friends, best friends. They start playing drinking games. Me and him are just there. We're just chilling. She starts fighting with that friend about him because she's giving him attention.
Oh, you're talking about
yes. And I'm over here like, what's going on?
What knows is funny? I wasn't even talking about that one. Hold on, I'm seeing this just stuff.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, yeah. No, she don't like me.
So she starts laughing, hitting him, giggling. And I'm over here like, so which one am I supposed to talk to? Then I realized that was the whole point. I wasn't supposed to talk to either one of them. It was supposed to cause beef. That way he could text her back and be like, I'm sorry that happened. That wasn't my intention. Great ball movement. But they were they were both boxing. Like they were ready to die about it.
And you know what? I didn't even do nothing. It wasn't even my fault. It wasn't even my fault. She invited me.
Yeah. And then her friend was just there, and her friend was like, oh, yep. And I'm over here just like, wow.
Damn, that's crazy.
Man.
College is... Do you miss college?
No.
No. I would not give up 1,000 cents to lose what I have now.
No.
No, that's real. I definitely
I
agree.
can't afford to miss it. Like, no. Yeah, you can't pay me enough to miss it. Yeah, no.
Oh my god! I just had my guy David on the show literally yesterday, and he was talking about who finds a wife finds a good thing, right? Mm-hmm. And then it also came up that once you find one, good luck finding another, baby. Good luck finding another.
Oh, it's cooked. You only do this one time. Yeah. I was talking to my homie about that. He was like, "So what happens like if you have a wife and she gets pregnant and it's like you have to choose between either or?" I said, bro, if I lose my wife that I have now, I'll never find another one again. It's over with.
That too.
I'm not even thinking about the child at this moment.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't care about the kid. The kid will be there. My wife's gone. She would never have a mother. He or she would never have a mother. So no. Yeah.
Nah, that's fair.
To lose a wife, yeah.
That is fair.
Because to willingly have a wife and still not choose them is crazy. You better figure it out, bro.
I be finding stuff like that so interesting because folks will go out their way to make their significant other look dumb, and that stuff will always upset me. Like the amount of stories that I've heard. Actually, one thing I will say that I am proud about myself for: anytime I see a dude that talks about cheating on his girl, I always cuss him. Yes. I never side with the cheater. That's one thing I can always hang my head on. Because if you don't even need to do that, you don't need to do that for real. Leave her. You can literally
you are an honest man. It's like, why are you with her in the first place? Like,
call her now. You know what? She might even like it if you did that. Yeah. She might even like it. So, honesty is.
But I get it though.
What?
Like, you gotta go home at some point. So it's like. Not now. This is before.
Okay, unsaved. Okay, let's.
I get it. I get it. Like it's like.
Wait, are you able to think about yourself in the context of being an unsaved man?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Okay, all
right. I know who I used to be.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not proud of it. I know how I used to be though, and it's like I get why I would do those things.
How come?
Because it's like we're not like with the lens I have now. We're not dating to marry. We're just dating to have fun.
No.
If I'm dating to have fun, I'm dating everybody else to have fun. What do you mean? What you mean? Like
I better have fun.
Like there's no talks of marriage. There's no talks of kids. Like, well, I'm 19. I'm not waiting to marry you. Like, what's marriage at 19? If I'm gonna date you to have fun, I'm finna have fun.
And people got so mad at me when I had that same talk because like bros would be like, you should just date her. You should just like. And my thing is, I can't see my kid looking like me and her.
Boom.
So why
I
would
can't see you being the mother of my child.
So let's.
So no, I can't see me bringing you home saying we're married. No. But now I have that. It's different.
It's nice.
It's like it makes sense. But like back then, bro, I'm a junior in college, brand new whip, the newest job. All my homies are having motion too because stimulus touched us down that year twice.
Yeah.
One in June and one in September. You think I'm marrying you? And I'm new to the campus? No. Who is this that just pulled up in an all-white crate? Yeah. With a fit on? No. Dating you? I'm having fun.
Are you okay with us talking about what I said when we were in your car?
That's fine. Yeah. Then you took me out that night and it was talking about that's when it changed everything. Yeah. Go ahead.
You tell the story. I feel it's always funnier when you.
We're in the car.
Yeah.
And you said, "What are you doing later?" I said, "I'm finna hang out with my girl." I said, "Why would you do that? She's ugly." Yo, gang, huh? And this is like I'm oblivious. It's like I get where you're coming from now. We're at RA training and all these girls are asking you about me. Who's your new friend? Okay. So you just think, he's gonna vibe with it. I'm like, what?
And you know what's crazy? It was the randomest of women too. It was getting to the point where it was like people that I thought didn't even like men for real were coming up to talk about you. And I was like,
I'm over here. I look at him. I'm like, bro, what? Told him to get out, and then he said no. I said, he just doesn't care about life. And then
and walk home. What are we talking about? But continue.
He dropped him off. 4 hours later, he calls me over. I think he's gonna apologize. He said, "Take a shot. Let's go." So not only did you make me wait, thinking you're gonna apologize, you stood on it. Then we go outside together. Your apology was a shot of alcohol, and that was it. It was up since. Yeah.
My thing is, I am not in the wrong. I refuse. Till this day, I refuse to be in the wrong. Because one of the things that I know about myself, I could see into the future. If I did not step in, you were going to marry that girl. You were going to marry that woman. And that's what pissed me off. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. And then, same night, we're outside, and everyone knows what happens. Everyone knows that needs to know. So, yeah. Wow. That was a crazy time. But I've never been fueled by let me not lie. Yeah.
What?
I was gonna say I've never been fueled by lust, but that's just not true.
lust is one of the most powerful emotions.
It is the most powerful one.
in this world, because men will build spaceship if they think they'll be hoes on moon. So let's really be serious. And I was getting good grades because of those. Like, we need to be real. We really need to be real.
Cleaning the whole entire apartment.
Cooking dinner. We have free meals.
What bag do I have to be cooking dinner? Yeah.
I remember I steam cleaned the carpet of a college dorm. I steam cleaned the floor because people were coming over. Yeah. I gotta, cause what? Are you gonna look at me like I'm dirty?
That I've never had. Yeah. Windex in the windows, not the mirror, bro. Not the inside of the window. Mm-hmm. I'm on the third floor, the outside of the window. I'm going above the screen and cleaning it. Yeah. Not gonna think I'm dirty. Absolutely not.
Exactly. And I feel like people use what? And
it was never for my girl.
Niggas would do, and that's how I knew niggas didn't like her too. That's how I knew you didn't like her, because we would go above and beyond for all these 2-mans, random 3-mans, random things like that. But when your girl coming over, there's no food cooked. Your homies would be there while your girl was there to visit. Yeah, I said no. You don't like her for real. You don't like this one for real.
I was a bad guy. And it's funny now because,
all that is flipped.
Yeah, because people know how they want to act depending on who they are with. Let's really be serious. You are not going to disrespect that girl if you love that girl. You will not disrespect her if you love her. So let's be real. Oh my God. But people use lust in places that they really shouldn't. And I feel like that's why we're losing a lot of recipes.
What does that mean?
What?
I see that everywhere. Is that from Steven or Shannon? Who said we're losing recipes? Where's that from? Break that down to me. I'm old, bro.
I heard it from a black therapist when I went to high school. When I was in 8th grade, because there was a group of us. Let me start this over. So while I was in 8th grade, there's a high school right next to my school, and the counselor over there was running like a step group, like the step you clap, you do all that, right? And he had like all of the young black kids that were in like the middle school would come, and then they would learn and do things like that, because he was like one of those like mentor type of guys, right? Mm-hmm. And he told me, he like randomly said, oh yeah, no, you need to know how to do this, you need to know how to do that. Some women need to know how to cook. Oh, y'all don't know how to do any of this shit? We're losing recipes. Like, it's gonna go away to the foresight, and we'll never heard about those things again.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
So, what was the thing I was saying before I explained it?
Someone said it to you.
Dealing with lust.
Oh, yes. We are losing some grade A talents because they not baddies. And I feel like that is a problem.
Yep.
If it's not in fields like the entertainment industry, like...
Music is the biggest one.
I'm going to talk about movies. I'm going to go music. Bob Dylan does not need to be a baddie. He does not need to be a beautiful baddie. Yeah, I don't need that from him.
Since we're talking about Bob Marley too, that movie was annoying. Because Bob Marley was ugly. And he looked like he had all the diseases. Rest his soul. He should not be the prettiest light skin on earth. Like, what?
This handsome, smooth. He didn't look like that?
Not in that movie.
In that
movie, he looked like Meshack and Chasen collab. I said, wow,
Duke
Dennis and light skins. Huh?
Just handsome for no reason.
And mind you, the movie takes place at like the prime of his career. That's when he was fried every day, ugly. No. I won't have it. No. He never looked like that. No.
Oh, he was never actually that clean and polished?
That was for that photo shoot. No, he was never that clean. No, absolutely not. I won't have it.
No, I feel it.
Bob Dylan too. What? Why is he him?
That thing, bro. My thing is Bob Dylan didn't have his throat was gone, right?
Yeah,
didn't he have like so my stuff is you don't need all these baddies for the art to be good. Hell, if anything, the art is worse because they is baddies. Yeah. Like, there's so many movies that I've watched, or there's so many movies that haven't been put on the big screen because their main cast were not like beautiful people that the mainstream people would know and love. That's why we're seeing so many movies with the same 8 heads. Just the same 8 heads.
Michael B. Jordan's gonna play Kobe Bryant. Why? Why? I'm not even trying to be a hater. Why?
Michael B. Jordan is a great actor, spectacular actor. I don't think he looks like Kobe Bryant.
Not even close.
Is that actually a thing?
Yes.
Say swear.
Yes. Michael B. Jordan, it was before Michael B. Jordan, God rest his soul too, was Chadwick Boseman. Those two played everybody, everything.
Yeah.
He was Rick James and Jackie Robinson. You can't have both. That's greedy. Both? Are you crazy?
Well, he's just great. I think Chadwick Boseman he's just one of them ones. But yeah, no, I definitely get what you mean. But then even when you move it over towards music, I forgot who the artist I don't know who the artist was, but basically he had her label and it was like, yeah, I can't have these shorties inside I can't sign these shorties because I'm gonna need to hit them. I can't sign an ugly one. My brother in Christ, please, don't say that out loud.
Need to hit him.
Like,
no.
My brother in Christ, please keep that one to yourself. You don't need it. You don't need to say that. I promise you don't need to say that. You don't need to.
That's sick work.
And my thing is, I feel like people's ears have gotten so numb to misogyny, they don't realize what crazy thing they're spitting out loud for the world to hear.
Like, we gotta realize Queen Latifah was like that. Mm-hmm. Queen Latifah now is cooked. No job.
Yeah. They'll definitely tell her you're gonna have to lose 70 pounds. You gotta start bleaching skin.
They made her straight.
Huh?
They made her straight. Yes.
What do you mean?
Queen Latifah was gay.
Say swear.
In my childhood, my mom and dad would watch movies. Queen Latifah was always gay. And she always had like a bonnet, not a bonnet, a do-rag or a bandana on. And that signified that she was like a thug. And everything she played in. Now she's straight hair, heels, dress. She don't like that. No.
That's not her cut.
That's not her. Absolutely not. Yeah. Life is crazy.
Yeah, no, it's and I feel like we need to be able to separate those two things because you shouldn't have to want to hit every woman that you see.
No.
That's greed. Like, I'd like to bring it back to the fact that our ancestors did not even see as many baddies that we do right now with our phones, right?
That's the first time I heard that. You said that.
We should not be exposed to so many baddies, and we shouldn't want to be exposed to this many baddies. I think that's really where it's coming back to, bro. Oh, and it worries me because of, are we missing out on the next great generation? I feel like, how many doshis are there in the world that we are missing out on? Like, there must be some real rap trap out right now that we have never heard because folks aren't willing to give them a listen because you don't find them.
I'm tired of naked humans.
Why?
Just cause you should be tough based off your talent, not because you look fire. Like, truth be told, Glorilla should not be famous. That's okay.
Nigga, she's tough. Oh, no, Glorilla hate on my face. No. Can't do it.
She is tough. But, like, it adds more fuel to the fire because she's always naked. Glorilla, before she got famous, is the best Glorilla you'll ever hear.
Adding lust into business might be the worst thing you could definitely do.
Yeah.
Because of, like, once you start adding that second head into the equation, you start to make bad decisions. You start making unprofessional decisions. And I would be so ashamed if the reason why someone didn't blow up was because of they didn't want to control that urge. Like, because that's literally all it is.
The biggest story in the Bible, is because David in the Bible saw on the roof a woman bathing named Bathsheba, right?
Okay,
yes.
I remember that one.
Bathsheba is married to King Uriah.
Okay.
That's David's right-hand man. David says, go out and kill. Uriah goes and does it. Go get war and win the war. Uriah does it. He goes knowing who she is. And in some translations says that he takes advantage of her or he just sleeps with her, right? Slimes his homie. Sends his homie out to war because he can't tell the truth because she's pregnant now. Goes and gets him killed in war.
Oh, wow.
And that's when I realized, lust by yourself will never be defeated. You will lose that battle every time. And is it worth it? The man slimed his homeboy out.
Wait, so his friend went and had an affair with his wife, And
David went and had an affair with Uriah's wife. Yeah.
And Uriah was like, you know what? You go to war now.
No. Uriah didn't know.
Oh.
So David comes back and is like, Uriah's at war.
Oh.
He says, come back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come back home.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, why aren't you sleeping with your wife? Like, come back to your wife, come sleep with her. He's like, why would I sleep with my wife when all my soldiers are at war right now fighting for theirs? And I'm supposed to have a celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, he doesn't do it. So then he sends him out the third time. There's a thing that happened before that. Then the third time he sends him out to back to war and gets him killed on the front lines.
Damn.
Yeah. Instead of just telling the truth. And that's when I was like, yeah, lust will make a man do anything. Slime your best friend out in the way that you kill him.
Yeah.
And you still have to have that child.
Honestly, that kind of reminds me of how when you go, let's say you go to like the club or something of that nature, and then you got that one friend that gets all touchy or like tries just doing so much. They start putting you in headlocks in front of the us, and now that's just the vibe that they have for some reason, even though that's not even their body. They start saying things like, "Hey, when are you gonna return that jacket I gave you?" And start acting, What's all the crazy stuff people be saying? That's my phone I'm lending you, man. Can I get it back?
Yeah, bro, get off my Wi-Fi, bro. You want me to give you a chain?
Oh damn!
Can I borrow you? You want me to give you $100?
I can give you another $100 like I did yesterday.
Yeah.
But
I can pay for your
okay.
food. I'll pay for your food and her food. Yeah. I don't think I've ever had that happen to me though. I don't know what I would do. Like, ooh, no, that's fighting. That's fighting. Yeah.
I think my thing is if I think I'm too funny for something like that. I think I'll hit someone with the ooh big man. Oh, you're the guy, right? Ooh, that's your thing, huh?
I'm just mean.
You'll say, look at your drawers.
Nah, you got two parents that don't love you.
Oh, yep. Never mind that type of mean, yeah. For sure.
And it's just like, because like, why would you even think that was okay to say that? Now everyone's mad. Everyone's mad and uncomfortable because you want it to be weird.
Have you ever had friends that would do that to other people?
Headlocks and stuff like that, like play fighting, yeah. Never like flexing unsolicited. No. Never had that.
Flexing Flexing unsolicited is I feel like that's a whole bigger crime in and of itself.
It's truly insane.
I feel like that's
I've had the headlocks happen. I've seen that happen. And like just talking crazy.
I hate play fighting in front of people that you know you should be play fighting in front of.
Yeah.
Because of keep that inside. Like there's one thing, especially in sports, where they're like extra physical to get off that like extra aggression, but it's not like it's not homosexual, but it's like a whole
It's women and white people. You never play fight in front of those two groups. There's just no point. Because like you're making yourself look bad. For what?
I remember. Have you ever walked up to random people and told them, "Hey, stop talking like that. We're not at the house right now."
Yeah.
I remember having to do that with a bunch of freshmen, like in college.
Yeah.
my senior year, I'm walking around. I get to the cafeteria. These motherfuckers are actually like hooper and hollering, like real yelling, saying nigga this, nigga that, calling motherfuckers bitches out loud. And I'm like, hey. Not here. Not here. Cuba, I don't even know them. I don't know them at all.
Then it's don't be a hero, bro. Yeah.
Have you ever gotten in a fight?
Plenty, yeah.
How did that go?
It depends what age I was. I grew up fighting all the time.
Let's say early ages.
Yeah, I used to fight every day.
Why?
Just cause. Like, I grew up around my cousins and we would fight. So I'm like 5, 6 years old. I'm fighting my cousins every day. That's just how we had fun.
See, my problem is I take things way too serious.
And it was bad. Like, I still got scars from bite marks and everything on my body. I don't know. We used to really get into it.
And one of the things I've noticed, especially about myself, I'm a little bit too strong to be play fighting. Because like my thing is, if I get in a fight, I want to do you like Invincible did Conquest. That is my goal. I need your face gone. That's my thing. How did you like the end of the season? You know what? Let's talk about episode 9 and 10. Because
it was good.
Like watching those two back to back are the
It
way to do
was good. I
it.
just don't like how now all of a sudden Mark is serious. Because like everyone's been saying the same thing to you now for 2 seasons, and now you want to take it serious.
So here's the thing. I feel like Mark is a bad hero. He's a hero that he's a hero that doesn't know what it means to be a hero.
Yeah.
Where in the sense where you have to make tough decisions, And you have to realize, one, where your morals actually are and not just like some superficial morals that you're bringing up to yourself. And two, you need to realize what role you play in the context of everybody else, right? Because of literally, I think this is the first time that he's really understood that he is the most powerful hero on the planet. Yeah. Like he literally stepped inside the role that his dad did, where as long as he's alive, the balance of power is just... Everyone is going to be safe. There's going to be some damages and some collateral damage, but everyone overall will be safe.
Yeah.
And he's having a difficulty, like, really comprehending the bad things that he has to do to be able to carry out what it means to be a hero, especially in this universe. Because these motherfuckers are kind of weak. I'm not cool. There's a lot of weak
They only
heads.
fight on the East Coast. So if you're worried about people dying, move everyone else to the middle of Minnesota. Like, bro, there's so much land in Minnesota and Texas that you guys don't touch because you only fight on the East Coast. So it's like, what are y'all doing? Like, the last two big fights were on the East Coast, and then somehow they got to Chicago. I don't even know how they got there, but it's like, bro, Minnesota was safe and untouched, so move it to fight there.
Wait, I think the show is set in Chicago.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I think the show is set in Chicago.
Because they fought in Hawaii too. That's why I was confused.
Oh, that's because of Anissa character went and drug him all the way there. Yeah,
because I'm trying to figure out every fight they've seen. I've seen the ocean. It's like, bro, if they're always on that ocean, go somewhere else.
Go to fuck somewhere else. Yeah, no, for sure.
Like, you're worried about keeping people safe.
Honestly, I'm starting to hate Mark because I hate that it took him this long to lock in. Because you did not need to watch the world nearly blow up multiple times for you to realize what you need to do. But especially when we had Oliver, because one of Oliver's whole characters is he's not human, so he doesn't have the same connection to the human beings that
he doesn't feel bad.
That Mark does, except for his mother. That's the one that's like holding him in control and keeping him in check to realize that these people actually do matter. Everyone has a mom, basically, is the easiest way I can say it. And watching how Oliver gets absolutely angry,
crashes out fully
with Mark, makes me feel like I am not in the wrong for thinking that he should just put his hand through these people's chests more frequently.
Yes.
But my thing is, do you feel like that's a little short-sighted? That he shouldn't just be offing people like left and right?
No, because I had the same issue with Spider-Man. What are we talking about? You spare these people? Nah, but Spider-Man would do something like he would throw the Green Goblin's mask in a circle and spin it and then let go of it. And the thing killed him, not me. Mark, do that. I don't know. Like, fly him into a bomb. I don't know. But I'm not finna keep sitting here watching Eve die. And Immortal can keep dying. I don't care.
You don't like Immortal?
No, he sucks. He's actually useless.
Why?
Yeah. I
feel like it's not his fault. He's an A-ranked hero that's just stuck in S-ranked missions.
He's the problem. The problem I have with Immortal is he's every lame dude that I've ever encountered. You talk crazy until I'm there.
Okay, yeah.
Because you are very much follow Caesar's orders, or he should have been obeying the orders. But when I'm in your face, I cut your head off every time. You die every time I'm with you.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
See, I feel like there's a difference. There's a difference. The main difference is Immortal is strong. He just keeps running up against really tough people. Like, literally, he was that guy for hundreds of thousands of years.
Because there was no Omni-Man. Yeah.
And then Omni-Man pulls up and it's just, he's just weak.
And that's the problem. If you're going to talk crazy to Rex. Not even. Because he's OD now too. Talk crazy to...
I don't know, what are the other Guardians? The weak ass things.
Talk crazy to Robot. Or Battle Beast. Not Battle Beast. Tripping.
Yeah.
Who? Monster Girl. Talk crazy to them. You can beat them. You can do that. Don't talk crazy to people you can't fight. That's the whole problem I have.
Okay, yeah.
It's a lame dude. Like, just don't talk crazy if you can't back it up. Because truth be told, you can't back it up. You're soft.
Yeah.
So, that's the whole problem I have with him. Because he's really, no.
I feel like I personally like him because I feel like he's living like an eternal nightmare. Because I've always told one of the cliches that I've always hated was getting the power of immortality would be like a top tier wish. No, the fuck it wouldn't. You are supposed to die.
Yes.
Like in episode 8 when they had I think it was they went into the future where
Immortal was there.
Where Immortal was literally a dictator. He was running the planet, but he was running the planet because of Invincible gave him the keys to be like, hey, run this while I go do whatever I'm about to go do.
Yeah.
And he's just been there living for centuries on centuries on centuries. He forgets what people look like. He forgets duplicates even existed. And that just sounds depressing.
Yeah.
Like watching everything come and go and you just have to sit there and take it.
Yeah.
And you know what? He's still able to run the planet because he's technically actually strong. It's just y'all keep adding Viltrumites into the mist, and then it's unfair. It's very unfair.
It's just like, stop bringing him back. Let him, like, he clearly doesn't want to be here. He's tired of fighting, so just leave him dead. And then because I've seen his head come off every season now 3 times.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, just die. It's over with. Stop. Just stop fighting.
And my thing is, the way he be getting his head cut off be like the most simplest ways too. It's just every time.
But yeah, no, I am tired of Invincible. Like, bro, if your 9-year-old brother is telling you to kill these people and you're over here questioning it, and you watch your brother almost die twice now. You've watched your girl almost die twice now.
Yeah.
Why are you even questioning it?
Yeah. I think that's also my big thing with it too, because it's like just constantly people are in so much danger. They're just always in trouble. And it's like, what are you holding back for? And it literally takes a whole army of Invincibles, of alternates versions of you to really sit back and realize, wow, I am like really strong. Like I'm tough. Wow.
Like, bro, if I'm rolling with my brother, my wife, and my mom, and someone laughs at them wrong, it's smoke. You over here trying to talk to him, have conversation and reason. The only reason that I have that you're still breathing is because I let you know you have to die. Like, if I'm Mark, there's no holding back. I'm like Angstrom, head is gone. There's no way.
And you know what's funny? So in season 2, he thinks he kills Angstrom because he like finally like just let go and just said, you know what? Nah, you was gonna have it. You're gonna feel all this. And then he thinks he kills him, and then he's like, damn, I actually killed him. I'm just like my father. And that's the thing that he's like really sitting back and just like having to digest. And I can see that it hurts inside of his eyes.
And I feel like that's a stupid take.
Why?
Your father put you on a train, held your head, and let you kill people. Right?
They love doing that to him.
Twice as nuts. But your dad did that. Conquest does that to you. Right? You didn't kill a bad or a good person. Like, you didn't kill anyone innocent. You killed a bad person. That's not, like, I don't get how it's, my brain is messing with me. He was going to kill 1 million people. You kill him and stop everybody. It's like the same thing of, like, if you were born in a time of mass genocide, would you go and stop that person from doing it? It's like, yes. So he doesn't do it.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
It's a game of numbers.
It's one life over 1 billion lives.
I feel like we'd be bad superheroes, though.
I would be, yeah. I'm glad that the world is not in the palm of my hand, that I can't judge the world. I would be a bad judge.
God knew not to do that.
Yeah.
I'm a very vengeful, wrathful little guy.
But it's like, if you really think about it, like, you're Mark. You see both sides. He's either going to kill everyone or kill you. Okay, try to kill me so I can kill you so you don't kill anybody else. What are you fighting? What else are you fighting for?
Yeah. Honestly, watching the Invincible War was I enjoyed it. Just seeing the different vibes of all the different characters. Because I'm like, Mohawk Mark, you're a bad guy. I like you.
That would be telling.
Do you read? Do you read the comics?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay. There's a comic strip that's like really funny. You should look it up later. He's definitely a freak mob. You could tell by the iteration that was going on. He's definitely a freak mob. But I like that character. What's the other one? Oh, the one that said that he misses William. That made me. I liked him too. Because you could just see the heart, the pain in his voice. Like, man,
this is freaky. I wasn't expecting that. I was like, wait a minute. Huh? He didn't say what I think he did? Now, the one that made me sad was the one that said he misses his mom. I was sick.
It would make sense, yeah. Especially seeing the range of how evil these characters are. Because it's like, one literally pulled up to smoke his mama. That was his whole plot. He was going to pull up.
He didn't do nothing else.
He wasn't destroying no other parts of the world. He literally just pulled up to his mom's crib
and was screaming and yelling to my. I was excited to kill her again. Huh? Like, what did she do in your universe that was so bad where you have to off her again?
Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's part of the story arc that I really like with Mark, because of you realize his love for humanity and friends and family is the reason why he's literally stronger than all the other Invincibles that pulled up.
Yeah.
Because of all the other ones were all hating bastards. They were just haters. Yeah. And they didn't care about nothing. They wanted to take over the world. He didn't find no love, no none of that, right? But this guy cares about the planet, and he's somehow, some way smoking them. He's actually just better than them. And I feel like that's part of the reason why I love episode 9 the most out of the whole season, is because of you get a chance to watch him be stronger than the other characters. You get to watch him be like, hey, he doesn't actually suck. He's literally just holding back. That's the thing you can at least step back and understand.
He is a bad superhero though.
Because I didn't realize that he's actually like 16.
Yeah.
No, he's actually dead ass.
No.
Or is he like
he's in college.
He's a freshman in college?
He's a sophomore in college.
Okay, he would be a sophomore.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But he's like a young dude. He's literally like just a regular guy.
Nah. Sophomore year in college, you got to spin. 16 years old, I get it. When he was in high school, yeah, I get it. Dating Amber, I get it. But no.
How did you feel about their relationship, Amber and him?
It should have happened that way. It's very glad it happened that way. Yeah.
I hated that the discourse around her character was people did not like Amber. First of all, I feel like not liking Amber, you're being a hater. You're being a true hater for
You're
one.
Racist.
Racist as fuck too. There's one reason you're being a hater. He's just being inconsiderate.
Yeah.
He's
being a bad guy.
Like literally, he is not being serious in the relationship. Like, you know who you are. Stand up and realize who you are and break up.
That's all she asked.
That's literally leave me
She
alone.
said, invite me into your life or don't. The choice is yours. Make a choice. She's not even asking you to make, like, telling you what choice to pick. You're being inconsiderate. Pick a choice.
Yeah.
That way we can both move on. Either move forward or move on. That's all she's asking. And you take it on yourself to just not do that.
You do neither. You actually just do neither.
I don't even know how you do neither. Like, what? So yeah, no, I don't blame her. She should have. Yeah, they should have broken up. And it was just like, stop wasting her time. Like, stop making black people look bad. Like, you know, try to kill Darkwing. You left Braid folks to die. It's like, bro, nah, we're not rocking with you, man.
Oh my god. Ooh, how'd you like the scene when Conquest finally shows up?
Oh, at the end of that episode. I was mad. I knew it was gonna happen, but I was just like mad. I was like,
"Nah, I gotta wait another week for
yeah,
this." Yeah,
like,
yeah,
bro, this is the biggest fight of the year, and like, yeah, I was mad.
Them hands, oh, bro. Episode 8. I'm glad they saved their budget for this animation right here, because them hands that were being thrown were definitely, it was there. It was so cohesive. The hands. There's a scene where he hits a bus, and then he like does this, right? And you could see his hair move in one motion. That was animated. That's hard. Especially when you look back to last week, when you could literally see they picked up a character and just like dragged him along. It was great animation. It was great hands. And when they're actually like hitting each other, I said, yeah, these are the hands that I've been looking for the whole.
I wish it could have been Battle Beast versus Conquest. Cause I like
his character so much.
Just two people that just want to throw hands for no good outcome. Like, you're not here to take over the empire.
That was a crazy quote too. When he literally pulls up and says, "This is the moment when Anissa would probably tell you, oh, you should give up. This is the betterment for everybody. I'm just trying to spread Viltrumite peace." And da 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 da. He said, no. I just like this. This is.
I love when my hands are bloody.
Yeah. The warmth of blood on my hand is my favorite feeling. Freaky.
Like, him and Battle Beast would sell stadiums. It's just two things that just like to box. And I want to kill Cecil now that I think about it.
What?
Cecil is the worst character in the whole show.
Okay. I like. Okay. Yeah.
You just watched what this man just did to your country. Why is he still alive?
Well, he wants information.
No.
Put 2 in his head. Call today.
If you want information, call Omni-Man back and say sorry. That's what you need to do, because he can tell you everything. He tried to tell you guys everything.
Honestly, I think more characters just need to apologize to each other. Because when Cecil and Mark were going at each other or mad at each other, I think they just needed to both stand back and just say, I'm sorry to each other. That's all that needed to happen.
Because this is why you're going to be beefing with Mark again. He told you to burn that body, get rid of it, dispose of it. And you kept it. He's not going to... What's folks' name that be remaking the Humans? He's not going back there with him. No, he will figure out somehow to overturn that.
Yeah, because then it's like, yep.
It'll be 4 more seasons of bull junk because you didn't want to listen to Mark.
And my thing is, bro. At least I thought he was gonna be on the wave of, you know what? Let's make him a reanimate. Let me control him. I thought that was what he's playing. He just wants to talk to him. Nah. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it.
7 miles underground. Bro,
You ain't see that Tai Chi motherfucker in Kung Fu Panda?
Like, bro, he literally flew from Chicago to Hawaii and went the long way in 10 seconds.
Motherfuckers love using Mark as a weapon to just run through people. That's so crazy. These episodes are so gruesome. They're actually so gruesome. I'm seeing so much blood I didn't even notice that I need. Yeah, no, it was wild. It was wild.
Watching it with my mom, she's like, "You just like cartoons at this age?" I said, "Watch it," and she was like this the whole time. I knew the show was fire when my wife said, "I love this show."
I've talked to 4 women now that they all said this show is one of them ones.
It's tough, yeah.
One of them.
It's OG.
My girl literally hates the voice of all cartoons. She refuses to watch Adventure Time. She hates Family Guy. She hates like Rick and Morty. She hates all them shits, right? But this one,
this is cinema.
I'll watch it. This is I like. That's crazy.
Mark will be the reason why I stop watching it if he doesn't lock in.
Well, I will tell you one thing he does. There's a lot of hands that are thrown in the next few seasons because he's finally like, I think he's really broken that barrier of 1, wanting to kill someone, and 2, actually using his full force. Because those are the 2 things that he was trying to deal with through this whole season. Because of, like he said in the first episode, he's like 149 times faster and 200 times stronger and blah. He is powerful. He knows he's powerful. But it's just breaking that mental block, like Adam Eve did when she was when she was on near death experience, and she just and literally puts together back her whole body, which is a little OP, but hey, cinema. I like it.
Who do you think will win? Battle Beast or Conquest?
I think Battle Beast. I think Conquest is a little too old.
Yeah.
I think he's a little bit. I would love to see Prime Conquest, and I need that. That'd be hands.
Because they said that Battle Beast lost to Thrag, and that's like the OG of all of them. But he only lost to Thrag because he made it a fair fight.
Yeah, he didn't use his weapon.
Yeah, and I'm like, and he barely lost that fight. They fought for 2 weeks. Imagine having that much energy and smoke for 2 weeks that you're just boxing.
No, I'll need to see him. I'll need to see him too. Because
So that means he's stronger than Invincible.
For now, yeah.
Because I remember the first time he fought Battle Beast. He put beats on him like Dre.
Watching him bounce because he got hit in the chest, and you see, bro. So the first time when you see Battle Beast, he fights the whole Guardians of the Globe, and Omni-Man is just like in the back watching, right? He doesn't save his son because his son's about to die. He said, nope, he got to learn. Whole time, Battle Beast will put the hands on that nigga. He'll put hands on him. He'll put hands on
Omni-Man?
him.
Yeah.
He beat that. Yeah,
I'm watching my son die too. I can't lie. Because you're not like fighting someone who just likes to fight. He doesn't care if he wins or loses. Is the worst thing you could do.
Is it like he either has like a disease or a curse where he just has to fight. He just has to fight forever.
That's like dude with a ski mask on, yellow eyes. You're not trying to make nothing happen but me dying. I'm not fighting you. That's exactly what Black Earth Force is on at a tight. That's what Battle Beast is. A goon. Like,
yeah. Anything else you want to add?
Nah.
All right. We out. Anything you want to plug?
Go follow Desperate Centers on Instagram and go subscribe on YouTube.
Do you have any shows coming out?
Coming soon.
Okay.
Coming soon.
Okay. Ooh, low key. Before we end this, a couple things I want to do in the next 2 years. I want to be on the NBA. What's it called? The NBA Celebrity Game. I want to play the NBA. How much do you think you could put up on the NBA Celebrity Game?
Is Constant and Drewski playing?
Yes.
I get 15.
15. I call 15.
I get 15.
Pick and roll. Try to find them. That'll be the.
I get 15.
Low-key, I would want to play one of those. I've been running. I've been doing the real athletic stuff, right? I need to get back into IRL hoop content. That is what needs to be done because I need a reason for the NBA to call me up and be like, "Hey, come hoop, come do some dumb shit for us." I would love to do that because I watched the celebrity game this year and I was like, I could definitely put up 28. I could give 28. I could easily do that. So yeah, I'm need some more hoop stuff.
I can get 15.
No. If they're able to run up and down, I can get me a couple threes, couple legs. Yeah,
because those are the two worst basketball players I've ever seen on the earth.
Yeah,
and they somehow
even worse than what's the name? I Show Speed, not I Show Speed.
I Show Speed is the most.
I wouldn't be surprised. He was good at basketball too.
Yeah,
can he dunk? I've seen it. I think he could dunk.
I think he can. Yeah,
isn't he like short?
No, I like 6 foot. I think.
6 foot?
Yeah, gotta be.
Wait, is it just because he's growing? He just
5'10". Yeah, he's only a kid, bro. He's
okay, I think
he's
that's
only like
what
18, 19.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I think if Drewski could have 5 and Kai had 4, I could do triple that for sure. Bro, it's layups. It's literally just get down low and lay the ball up.
Yeah, for sure.
Because like no one there is actually hooping for real. Like, so let me actually hoop for real. Yeah.
Just take it. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. All right, out.